Aposta Punky Radio, Aposta Punky Radio, Aposta Punky Radio, the radio show for you that isn't actually on the radio, but has lots of cool sound effects, and is an apostate channel. And listen to this, baby. Oh yeah.
Tell you what I've been thinking about. In Matthew chapter 24:45, it talks about a faithful steward, or the borg leaders call themselves faithful and discreet slave, and they claim that Jesus himself has put them in charge of his household belongings. I remember some time ago a watchtower about the household belongings and what they were, and I thought it was really interesting just exactly what they say these things are, because they kind of listed them like an inventory. Well, they did from the congregation that I was unfortunately shackled into at the time anyway. But what did they say? Well, the household belongings included, well, anything physical really, like the Kingdom Hall. In fact, Kingdom Hall was part of the household belongings. What do we know about Kingdom Halls? Who builds them? Who pays for them? They're built by free labour and voluntary contributions from the brothers and sisters. The brothers and sisters contribute and pay for everything. The upkeep of the hall once it's built, that comes from contributions. Absolutely everything. And if they do need a loan, unlike the Church of England, who give a loan that is free of that percentage charge. What's the word I'm struggling for? The witnesses have a high rate of interest if they are in fact allowed the loan. So it seems that Babylon the Great is kind to their people, whereas the watchtower are harsh, rather like the harsh master in Matthew chapter 24 after verse 45. And that just, to me, it smacks of the dollar, or in my case, the pound sterling. It just smacks of anything to do with money belongs to the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses. Because I don't know, I think it probably differs from country to country, but it would appear that in most countries, although all the labour and all the money comes from the rank and file trademark, that's their term for you, that isn't my term, that's in the watchtower, look it up. They own it. They own the Kingdom Halls. Some way or another they get the deeds and they own it. So at the snap of a finger they could just say, right, that's it. We're realising our assets. Get out. We know you built it. We know you paid for it. But now we're reaping in the benefits of it. And they could do that. So that's what worries me really. Remember Russell, how he said that he was a faithful slave, and now it's these 7 men who remain anonymous. They're the ones that are in control. They're the one that say that it's a class. The faithful and discreet slave isn't just a vague parable that Jesus said about good workers. They're saying now that it's a class, but there's no scriptural evidence. There's nothing in the Bible to support that anywhere whatsoever. Nowhere in the Bible. I challenge you to show me where it says that the faithful and discreet slave class was 7 men in our day and age in Brooklyn, New York. Well, while they stay there, that is, until they need to realise some more assets, get some more cash. So this is my appeal. Like Moses was commanded to say to Pharaoh, "Let my people go." Sam Hurd, I implore you, let Jehovah's Witnesses go. Jeffrey Jackson, I implore you, let Jehovah's Witnesses go. Stephen Lett, I implore you, let Jehovah's Witnesses go. Garrett Loesch, I implore you, let Jehovah's Witnesses go. Anthony Morris, I implore you, let Jehovah's Witnesses go. Guy Pearce, I implore you, let Jehovah's Witnesses go. David Splain, I implore you, let Jehovah's Witnesses go. Well, what can be a solution to all the lies and cult propaganda that Jehovah's Witnesses have put up with? Well, it could be for them all to wake up. What would it take for them all to wake up? Well, I don't think they would, because when you consider all the furore there was in about 1975, no, a lot of them stayed even more firm. It did wake some of them up, but not all of them, because the spin was put on the fact that it was their fault for believing it. They were made to, well, they were actually guilt-tripped, weren't they, into staying with the Borg, because it was all their fault, even though they were told stay alive till 75, and even though they were told yes, Armageddon would come by the end of October 1975, they were guilt-tripped into staying. So what would it take to wake them up? I don't think it's possible. What other solution? The governing body, Samuel Hurd, Jeffrey Jackson, Stephen Lett, Garrett Loesch, Anthony Morris, Guy Pearce, David Splain, please admit you are wrong. Please stop taking money under false pretences. Please stop protecting paedophiles just for your reputation and your easy life. Stop it. Admit you are wrong. Stop this ridiculous ban on blood. Please. You are wrong. Admit it. Stop the shunning. Get families back together again. So this is my plea to you. Samuel Hurd, Jeffrey Jackson, Stephen Lett, Garrett Loesch, Anthony Morris, Guy Pearce and David Splain. Let my people go. Can you hear the birds tweeting?